rates. So rates help in understanding that how one quantity changes with respect to another quantity. So for solving these type of questions, we use the concept of unitary method. So that's the common method that is, and it's a very simple way to solve the question of rates. There are two types of rates or unitary methods. The first being the direct and the second being the indirect. So we have a simple example here that if 5 apples cost $10, then what's the cost of 1 apple? So there are 5 apples which are costing you $10, right? Now 1 apple should obviously cost less, so it should be 10 by 5, and that is $2. So we can verify that if one apple cost $2, then 2 apple will cost 4, 3 will cost 6, 4 will cost 8, and 5 will cost 10. And this is the question as well. So now moving on to the direct relationship. So the first is that if one quantity increases, the related quantity will also increase, and that's the direct one. And for indirect, if one quantity increases, the other quantity will decrease. So the next important thing is that how do we solve these type of questions? So the first thing is that let's look at a question that if 10 apples are costing $10, then what's the cost of 5 apples? So the first step is to identify the known and the unknown. So what do we know here? We know that we know the cost of 10 apples, and we need to find the cost of 5 apples. So the apples are always known. So this is the known quantity, which is apple, and the unknown is the cost, because we need to find the cost. Now we have to keep all the known to the left hand side and the unknown to the right. So this is how we are solving. So see, apple is known, so it's placed on the left hand side, and the cost or the money is unknown, so that is placed on the right hand side. So now the third step is to find the value for one or for every unit. So we know that 10 apples are costing $10, so 1 will obviously cost less, so it is 10 by 10, and this is $1. Now we have to find the value of the desired quantity, so that is 5 apples, so that will be 1 into 5, and this will give us the $5. So if we keep these steps in mind, we can solve the questions very easily. So the first question is that a car runs 150 kilometers on 15 liters of fuel. So how many kilometers will it run on 10 liters of fuel? So first is separating into known and unknown. So this side is the known and this side is the unknown, right? So we know that it is 150 kilometer, 15 liters and 10 liters. So the liters of fuel are known and the distance or the kilometer is unknown. So on 15 liters it was traveling 150 kilometer. So if it has 1 liter, so it will obviously travel less, so it will be 150 by 15, and now we have 10, so that will be 150 by 15 into 10, so that gives us 100 kilometer. So this is the correct answer. Now moving on to the next question. A car is running the same thing. It is running 150 kilometer and 15 liters, but here we know the kilometers and we need to find the fuel. So the known and the unknown changes. So here the known becomes the distance and the unknown becomes the fuel. So 150 kilometer on 15 liters. So 1 kilometer will obviously require much less fuel. It will be 15 by 150. And for 200 we'll require more than 1, so it will be 15 by 150 into 200. So this gives us 10 and this gives us 20 liter. So the car will require 20 liters of fuel. Now the third type of question. A can finish a work in 10 days and B takes 15 days, and how much time will they take if they do it together? So the first thing that we need to keep in mind is that if they do it together, then they will require less time, right? So A does it in 10 days. So in 1 day, how much work will A do? 1/10th, right? Similarly, B takes 15 days. So in 1 day, B will do 1/15th of the work, right? So now together in 1 day, how much work will they do? 1/10 plus 1/15. So that when we need to add it, we need to find the common denominator. So for that, it is 33 plus 2. So this is 5/30 and this is 1/6. So in 1 day, they can complete 1/6 of the work, right? So 1/6 can be completed in 1 day. So the entire work, whole work, can be completed in 1 divided by 1/6. So that is 6 days. So the correct answer is 6 days, and they'll obviously require less time to do if they are working together. Now the fourth question is, the annual rent is $3,600. Then what's the rent for 7 months? So similarly, we again break it down into known and unknown. So we always know the number of months which are known and the rent is unknown. So annual means 12 months. So 12 months is 3,600. 1 month is obviously less. So it's 3,600 by 12. We need to find for 7. So it is 3,600 by 12 into 7. Now 12 threes are 36, 7 threes are 21. So it is $2,100, right? And the last question. A is completing 5/8 of the work in 20 days. So how many more days will he require to complete the job? So we need to find that number of days. So that will be on the right hand side. So this is the work and this is the day, right? So 5/8 is completed in 20. So the entire work will be completed in 20 divided by 5/8. So that is 20 into 8 by 5. So that is 32 days. Now it is required more days. So he has already completed 5/8 of the work in 20 days. So the more number of days will be 32 minus 20, and that is 12 days. So more days required will be 12.